And let's go live here.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you get this?
Got the link. I'm working on hooking up my headphones.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because we're supposed to be on already.
Yeah, no, I'm working
Okay.
on hooking up.
All right.
I don't know. I mean, if we can do it over the phone, I mean, I gotta jump. Otherwise, I gotta hook up my headphones.
It doesn't matter, dear.
Yeah, then we can just use the phone. That's fine with me.
Can you hear me?
Easy.
Can you hear him? You can? Okay. All right. I didn't get to name this. Why did this do that?
Welcome to Metaphysical Meanderings with Master Psychic Lana Duncan-Hartgraves. Lana's been a practicing psychic for 25 years and has gifts of clairaudience, clairvoyance, and clairsentience. She's an empath, a medium, as well as a pet communicator and health advisor. This week, we're going to continue with predictions 2022. If we can figure out all of this fun
we have
technical stuff.
Yep, we all have new technology in here. So this guy I'm talking to is like a tech pro, so he gets all this stuff.
Doesn't help us being
yeah,
remote
well,
like
he's
that.
in Oklahoma, so that ain't gonna. Hey, we need technical help on this podcast big time, by the way.
There you
Anyway, because we lost one of our guys. So anyway, all right. So what I'm doing is I have a person that I'm introducing to, and I'm trying to help him out because he's got a really super good idea. So I'm having him on here, and then I'm going to do my predictions again. So everybody can watch my predictions. I've got probably 3 shows of them because they did is they can't hear me on my podcast, and I can't figure it out. I don't know.
On your little...
oh, you know what? I didn't bring my headphones. Hold on.
Oh, there you go. Anyway, you're on 216 The Net right here, which is where most of your listeners are. And they can visit you out there on Enchanted Sky at YouTube, as well as 216 The Net YouTube, as well as 216 The Net Facebook.
Yeah, it's technical stuff, Hold on, you know what? It's my headphones.
One day we'll get it figured out.
We'll get this all figured out, you guys. It's all brand new to us again. So hold on, I'm gonna put on my mic.
Oh, we'll see if that works, huh?
See, hold on. Let's turn the mic on. It's probably dead because it doesn't want to turn on.
Well, just have them go over. Put in the notes. Have them go over to your YouTube.
My sound is not off. It won't work. Okay, so I might be going on something else. There it goes. Can you guys hear me now? Somebody tell me on TikTok if you can hear me. Nope. They said nope. I have no idea why this is
there
on,
you go.
and I can't get my iPad to turn on. I have no idea.
Well, the show must go on.
There, they say there, yes. Yes, you can hear me? Yes, you can hear me now.
Okay.
I had to put my mic in. Okay, you guys, it snowed and it is so damn icy out. It took me a while to get here because I'm an hour and a half away. So, and Jonathan, you don't have to deal with that ice like we do anymore. So anyway, so I have a guy here and I have him featured on here because he wants me, because I'm kind of involved in all of it too. But this is Jonathan Valdez, and you are starting a. Can everybody hear him? Go ahead, Jonathan. Say something.
Hey, what's going on there?
Yeah. Can you hear me? Can you hear them? Yes.
Yeah.
You can hear him. Okay. So what's going on is he's starting a pagan website, and it's almost like a Gaia, and explain it a little bit so that people know, and then I'm going to give you what you guys can watch because he's also got an app. So it's all kinds of interesting things. It reminds me of Gaia. I don't know how else to describe it, but I know that he started it. Him and his wife a couple months ago. So go ahead, Jonathan, tell us about this because I thought it was kind of cool. So go for it.
Well, my wife Becky, she runs a large pagan group on Facebook.
Whoops.
And stuff like that. One thing that we see that we run into is just people hating, people just coming in there and bashing on everybody, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really find reliable materials on the internet when you're trying to learn, search, grow, just to discover who you are and to stuff like that. Things are locked behind paywall. or it's just spam, stuff like that.
Yes.
So
Okay.
what we've chosen to do is we developed a website. It's kind of like a social community, a little bit like Facebook, a little bit like a library, a little bit like a link directory. We kind of have everything. So you can come there and you can read books on things all the way from like the metaphysical to stones, astrology. We'll have links in there for free courses. Like we got one now for astrology, things like that. Just where we don't have to fight with it, and it can be controlled. So the thing is, no matter what you may follow under that umbrella or believe in, you can come there and express yourself and do what you feel is right without the judgment, hate, or censorship.
Yes, you don't have to argue with people either.
Is there a link?
Yes. First of all, is there a link or the app?
Can you say that again, please?
Do you have a link?
If you go to our website, which is just divergentheart.com.
Divergent, www.divergentheart, right?
Divergentheart.com.
Mm-hmm.
If you go there, we do have a link for Android phones. I'm working on developing one for people that have iPhones. It's going to take a little bit to go into the store. You have to jump through a bunch of hoops before Google will let you publish your app to the store, but we're in the process of doing that.
Yeah, you're in the process of making an app, right?
Well, we have one app developed. The one for Android's already developed.
Okay, so you have the Android one. So we'll give that to you in a minute. We'll tell you why, guys. What you can join this, and I'm in the process of becoming a mediator, right? He wants me to be a mediator to say, hey, you know what? You can't be on here being like this. I've gotten really strict with people and their garbage. I won't allow garbage. I'm sorry. You got to be nice to each other or you're off, you know. So that's what he's going to have me doing too. And now that I'm going to be retiring, I have 8 days left, you guys. So, okay. All right. Wow, you're live. Hi, Lana. Hi, guys. This is Lana's Enchanted Sky, your spiritual fairy godmother. That's right. I get called that a lot. I get called Auntie and Mama a lot because most of my watchers are about 30. So, and yes, I have a couple of 30. I have a 34, a 30-year-old, and a 25-year-old. They just all had their birthday, I had to think. No, she's gonna be 35. 88. Oh yeah, she's 83. Yeah, she's gonna be 35. Holy moly, I thought 34. Well, anyway, I lose track because they get older. Anyway, so how can we get this app? So go on to Google Play if you've got your Android. And what's it called?
It'd just be Divergent Heart.
Divergent Heart. And then it is a community of people that are progressive. I don't know how else to say it. They're accepting all the religions. I mean, there's paganism on there, there's Wiccan, there's what else is on there? All kinds of New Age, even probably a few people that are very standard in religion, but are very open-minded. So it's a good spot to be, right?
Absolutely. And like I said, we're encouraging everybody. It's not for any one group.
That's what I thought. Okay.
It's for anybody that you just want the safe place. I mean,
safe.
On Facebook, we have a few thousand people in one of our groups that we run, and we control the group. People still manage to slide in. At this point, what we're able to do is, from our point of view, like with you, my wife, myself, other moderators and stuff like that, we're able to control the dynamics of everything.
Yes.
So we can get stuff out, and people have to deal with that.
I'm going to be teaching classes on there. So, and I also do have a link, by the way, you guys. I'm going to be teaching classes, managing your spiritual awakening. I'm going to give it to you more. It's going to appear on my website. I haven't gotten to it yet. I am really, really swamped. I am really booked. I am very, very busy. So, which is good. All right. But, so they can go on there and there's a few classes and a few things. I know that you put my blog on there. You linked my blog, which I'm going back to, by the way, you guys. Now that I'm 8 days of teaching left, I'm done. So I'll be retired completely. So, because you guys know, anybody who doesn't know me, because that you're new on my TikTok, that I am in the process of retiring. I'm an art teacher. I'm retiring. I just got my first retirement. And so I quit mid-year and they've already got I don't think nobody believed me, Kent. I think nobody believed me, right? Jonathan's known me for a long time. He's known me over 10 years. How long have I been complaining about teaching? Probably every year that you've known me, right?
Every day of the year.
Every day of the year. I'm just done. And so nobody believed me. And my daughter calls me up and goes, "Oh my God, I saw your job posted. You've got to be kidding." I said, "I resigned. I told you I resigned. That is the plan. I am not going. My soul, that pit of your stomach is your soul. It talks to you. When you feel it talking to you, you better listen." So I did. So anyway, so this is Divergent Heart. We remember we wanted to do by Divergent Path years ago. Jonathan and I were going to make a store and call it the Divergent Path because you take the path less traveled, right? And it's so expensive to buy that domain. We were like, forget it, right? So he was saying it was very expensive. So anyway, so if you join that, you're going to find me. You're going to find other people. You're going to find things about crystal. Isn't there something about crystals, or are you in the process of doing that?
No, we have some ebooks up that people can read about it.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
Okay. Things like that. And it's just going to grow. And if you think about it, it's the start of a Gaia. Because you guys know what Gaia is. I know you guys do. So just remember that. All right. And you can also find things like I made this, but I have a friend who makes jewelry. I'm going to put links on there where you can get things like things that I know who are good people. Because I'm going to be honest with you. There are people out there that are negative, and they don't like always know completely what they're doing. And I'm not going to be critical because there's a lot of great people. I've hooked up with some really good astrologers because I'm still learning my astrology. But with that said, anything else you want to promote here, Jonathan?
One is, yeah, absolutely. We are going to be opening a store similar to Etsy, but we're not aiming for an Etsy. It's going to have similar features.
Okay.
Stuff.
Okay.
We're already in development of that, but it's going to be geared again more toward the pagans, where you can sell the things you have, whatever.
Okay.
Another thing
Okay.
we're adding to the site is going to be a calendar.
Okay.
So then when local covens get together, because that's
ooh, that's a good idea. Local groups, just in general. Some people, yeah, like when I get together with my group up in Evansville, I don't call it a coven. It's just a support group. I always call it the psychic support, the psychic circle. So that's another thing. And so you can be, but there's groups that'll be meeting. That's like a meetup, right? Like that. Yeah. Okay. That's cool. That's cool.
Also keep in mind on the site, you can keep anything you want private. Every feature of our site will have the option to be private or public. You don't have to share your name, you don't have to share information, no nothing. You choose what you want to share and who you want to share it with. Good.
Okay. So
just keep in mind that it is a new site. It's not super popular. We're growing it.
Yes, it just started. Yep, it just started. So there will be, like, you'll see me on there because I know he put my blogs on there, which I haven't blogged in a while. I'm in the process of having to hire help. I can't. You guys, this has exploded. I don't know if you know. Some people on my TikTok. We're expecting there's probably 1 million people watching. Well, last time I saw was to 850,000. That was in November, and we are growing by about 100,000 or so a month. So there's got to be over 1 million people watching me right now between my Facebook, my Instagram, my TikTok, and the 216 the net. So with that said, join Divergent Heart. It is an app, and I actually will join it also, but you'll have to tell me how to get in and help me out, Jonathan. Okay. So, all right. So any other things you want to use for a plug on here?
Not really. Just, guys, bear with us. We're trying to create something for you guys.
Yep.
It's going to grow by you, not by us. I can write the code for you, but you guys got to make it real. You got to make it live. We're open to any suggestions, ideas, and thoughts.
Okay.
Authors. I actually submitted a thing to what's his name? He writes The Green Witch, Scott Cunningham. We wrote to his publisher to see if we could get some of his literature we could distribute.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Make it real, guys. It's for you. It's not for us.
Exactly. So with that said, thanks a lot, Jonathan. And I'll talk to you later. Okay. All right, bud. All right. Not a problem. Bye, guys. Okay. So with you said, what I'm going to do is I am still doing predictions, and I'm doing predictions. And there's the reason that there's so many. Now, if you guys know, I should have came in here and showed you. I was going to link my prediction about January 6th. I actually put it here on YouTube. on January 2nd or 3rd, I told everybody there was something that's going to shock the world. And I was specific, and I said it was around the 6th to the 9th. I thought the 6th too, but I said 9th maybe. But I was going to put the link, so I'm going to have to go. But that's on my YouTube. So what I'm going to do is I've got a lot of predictions, but it's so weird is because what the predictions that I got are for about 4 years. I don't know why. I don't understand. I just know that's what we got. All right. So we left off on. Did I tell you guys that I thought Russia was going to attack the Ukraine and some other country too? There's something small also. I know Ukraine is smaller, but I'm thinking even smaller. There's some type of attack.
The last thing that I had was the mullet is coming back.
Oh, the mullet. That's right. The mullet is big time. And I know it is coming back, but it's going to be like really big. I'm telling you, I don't know why they showed me that. And I'm like thinking, oh my God. Well, remember when we thought, when we all heard the bell bottoms came back and we were like, ew. Yeah. So anyway, I got, let's see, Brexit. I got that. I got the airplane industry is gonna crash. It's gonna like crumble, and they're gonna ask for bailout. I'm telling you. Let's see. Okay, got that. See, I write them down. I get them at night and I write them down, and so they're all over the place.
Jen says they call the mullet the wolf.
The wolf.
The wolf haircut.
Yeah, I guess so. Because isn't that Teen Wolf? Didn't Teen Wolf wear a mullet?
Could be.
I think that's why. You're right. I think you're right. Now, you're gonna see some stuff. So, like, here's some stuff right here. Did I talk about a third party? There's a third party coming out. There's a third party. It's gonna be, and it's the color of it. I could draw you the symbol. They kept showing me like everybody's got like the symbol of a party, and it's light green. It's not dark green. It's not regular. It's light green, and I want to say it's not the Green Party. You're going to see it within the next couple of years. Now, remember, some of these are for this year, and some of them are going to be down the road a little bit. Okay. There's a new education initiative that's coming out. It's going to be revealed this year. I want to say late this year. Then, you know what I'm saying? Like No Child Left Behind, which was a complete failure as a teacher. It was pathetic. But this is going to be better. This will be better. And I feel like they're finally going to listen to some people who have an education and know what they're talking about. So, okay. And I want to say that I'm seeing the rise of a party as me physically, but I don't know what their color is. It is called the People's Party. It's broken off of the Progressive Party. And I want to say they're going to start getting people elected. It's going to happen, guys, if you want it or not. We all know, let's be honest, they're all crooked. The Republicans and Democrats are crooked, both sides. I mean, even though, and I don't like the fact that we're all or none. If I'm not a Republican, then the Democrats are my enemy. If I'm not a Democrat, my Republicans are enemy. No, that's not what this is about. You're going to see that. You're going to see. Didn't I say that I saw both of them reaching over the aisle and shaking hands? It's going to happen. Yeah. Yeah. Because you guys, and I know this is crazy, and you guys can think, Betty White came to me. I feel like I'm crazy when I say it, but we know that it's but I know, I'm a medium, and I don't want people to think I'm like out there, but some of the stuff, but some of the stuff that I said, I do have an accuracy rate going. And if you guys are watching me, you'll see my accuracy. And it took me a long time to be able to go on screen and actually do these, because I've been saying a lot of these for years and years. And about 2018, I started doing this on Facebook. Yeah. So
now, of course, you've got a worldwide following. Any international or world type of
I said Brexit's up to something. Mm-hmm. Brexit's up to something. I don't understand that completely. Well, I said Russia's going to attack Ukraine.
Okay.
Okay. They're going to. It's just a matter of time. And there's some other small country involved with it. Okay. I do have a couple. The government starts going after billionaires. You're going to start seeing them really, and those billionaires are going to try to fight it, and we're just not letting them get away with it. I'm not sure how that's going to happen, but I saw that. Now here's one. There's going to be a terrorist attack in France. And it's going to be one you're going to hear about it because it's big. All right. And so I want the people in France, I speak fluent French. Please be careful. Okay.
Now,
And I want to say it's a terrorist as in Islamic or that type of, it's jihad. It's religious somehow.
again, these are for those of you ears out there who are and bots out there who are listening. When we say that T word, this is a prediction. We are not plotting or
No.
condone any type.
No, not at all. But there's something up there. Okay. The government's going to be have complete child care assistance as far as daycare and stuff within 2 years. All right. So I do have some internationals because I know I have lots of internationals. I would say about 40% of my followers are international. Okay. And I do invite anybody that wants to look at some of my predictions from last year. Scroll back into my YouTube.
Absolutely.
You can see I did get quite a bit. I would, didn't we say about 85 to 90%?
Yeah.
So yeah, because remember, it's not me. I'm repeating what they're telling me. Okay.
Spot on.
Okay. All right. Hey, there's somebody from Puerto Rico. Hey, how are you? I got a lot of friends who are Puerto Rican. Let's see. We got another COVID strain coming out of Africa really, really soon. It's going to be, I want to say it's Central Africa. Okay. Another thing, there's a major hack of the government or a large institution very soon within this year. And it's big. Okay. It's a big, and I know some of this stuff you're like, oh yeah, well, we kind of figured that. Well, I want to say it's coming within 3 to 4 months, maybe. Now, sometimes I'm a little off in time because time is fluid. But now I still say this. I say Biden will never die in office. Everybody says he will. I say he does not. However, there's going to be some type of heart or some type of hospitalization coming up this year. There's something he's got to, I'm not sure what it is. It's something. And he'll be fine. I still say he's not going to die in office. I've said that before. And by the way, I said Trump will never be reelected. Sorry if you're Trumpers. I'm sorry. He's just not. Okay. This is something that now remember, some of you guys are talking to me. They talk to me a lot. And America right now, remember, like there are spiritual awakenings, and I'm teaching a class on that. You're going to hear about that really soon. It's going to be on my website. It's going to be through getclatch.com. I don't have the link yet.
Not yet.
I do have the link. I just have not. I am so busy, you guys. I haven't had time to put it on my computer and put the post up. Maybe I'll do it today when I get home. But America's in a dark night of the soul. We're in the middle of the dark night of the soul. That's what this is. And if you guys have been watching me about awakenings, I'm teaching a class about the dark night of the soul, and it's a part of an awakening that you have to go through it to get to the other side. That's where the United States is right now, by the way.
Nikita wants to know if you have any predictions for the current vaccine mandates. I'm located in New York City.
What do you mean by what? I don't understand what that it's meant. You have to be more specific, please. Okay, be more specific on the mandates, because I don't understand the question. Okay. There's another major company like Nabisco, something big, and I want to say it's food, and they're filing bankruptcy. Okay. Some of the here's mullet right here. I see it. The U.S. is still launching. Okay, now this is something we all know, but it's going to go forward. That U.S. launching initiative to outer space, they're actually going to set a date and stuff. Okay, it's all going to be done this year. Here's an interesting one that I found, and nobody knows why. Maybe because there's less human beings. I'm not sure, to be honest. Climate change starts to slow within the next year to 2 years, and nobody knows why for sure. Because remember, it's bad. I mean, if any, it was, what was it? Well, at Christmas, 65 degrees here in Wisconsin. I mean, it doesn't like that. Don't tell me there isn't climate change. Okay. There's a new currency in Europe coming. I don't know if it's cryptocurrency, but there's something in its year. It's part of, and it's not a euro. That's nothing to do with that. It's something else. Okay. All right. There's a new disease in India. And it's not a flu. I don't know what it is, but it's coming out of India. Okay. And I don't even know if it's deadly. I don't know. I just know there was a disease coming, that's a newer strain. It's not COVID. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Here's an interesting one for us football fans, because I'm a huge I'm a sports fan. All right. Like, everybody's got a little bit of a male part of them, and I love sports, and I'm a huge football fan. I'm a Green Bay Packers fan. So sorry, you don't like Green Bay Packers, that you're just jealous. But anyway, because they're doing well. Anyway, I'm not always approving of some of the stuff going on about moralistic things that some of my players are doing. You know what I mean? Anyway, so football continues to grow in Europe. Like, it's going to grow a lot, and you might
American
actually,
football.
well, they're already playing football in Europe. American
Yeah.
football. And yeah, sorry. And you're going to start to see teams in Europe within the next 2 to 3 years. People are starting to play. They like the game. And I do see at one point that this will become tackleless. I'm not sure how they're going to do it, and it's not going to be flag. But I don't understand that whole thing. I just know that it's become safer. Because there's people. I saw somebody. Did you guys see the one game with, what team was it? The guy got hit so hard he was doing this. No, it's not worth it. $1 million is not worth your health, right? Yeah, and I just, my mouth was hung open. I'm like, this is not even funny anymore. I mean, yeah. And if I had a son, I would be like, you can play baseball. You can play basketball. You're not playing football. And I love football. But I want you to understand that something's changing, all of it, because it's the age of Aquarius. So, yeah.
Any Ida, good morning,
Yes.
evening, afternoon
Go
from
ahead.
the Netherlands.
Go
Any
ahead.
predictions for the Middle East, like a revolution or civil war?
You know what? There's something, and I know this, I don't know if it's a change. There's a small group, ethnic group, that's growing with a little bit different belief system that's growing. I don't know what that means, but I'm supposed to say that. And they're going to, it's not take over, but you're going to see a growth. Okay. All right. There's a major dinosaur discovery coming. Like, it's major. Now, you guys have to remember that some of these things that I have predicted, I said, and I can show you, they're on my phone from like August, September, and October. So they may have happened already, but there is a major, like, shocking dinosaur discovery.
It's going to be, they're cloning them.
Yeah, I know they are. But though, this is like bones. This is something like that they've discovered, something that they didn't even know about something. Okay. All right. All right. I don't trust the referees since they changed. They cheated with the New Orleans Saints. That's a Packer thing, you guys. Somebody's talking to me. Also a Packer fan. I get it. New big technology this year or next in cell phones. Something's huge, and I'm not sure what it is, but it's very beneficial to everybody, and it's something to do with cell phones.
Yeah, we're about at the time where
I know it. Well, I only have one more.
All right.
Okay. Three more variants are going to hit the US this year, but they're going to be mild. And I do want to say this year, you're going to see a slowdown now of COVID cases. After this hump, you're going to see, like, March to April, you're going to see a slow down of everything. And like I said before, we're going to feel the effects into 2025, but it's going to get better. This is a better time coming. And I want to say Jupiter right now is in Pisces, and it's there until May, and it's lucky as heck. If you've got a Pisces somewhere in one of your houses, that's going to affect you. Now, for me, Jupiter owns or runs Sagittarius, and so Jupiter's lucky. So here's an example for me, and I want to know if you're a Sag too, if you have a sun, a moon, a rising, or if you have it in any of your houses in a weird spot. It's very lucky. I went to pay a bill. I owe $4,300 on a medical bill, and I called them. They paid my bill off. They choose only a few hundred people a year at this hospital and just pay your bill off. $4,300. That was like almost winning a small lottery, wasn't it? I couldn't believe it. And it was right at the time, almost to the day that Jupiter went direct. So there's lucky things, good things. You got to believe me that all this crap that's happening, it's going to get better, because that is what I'm seeing. Okay. All right. You're very lucky if you haven't had COVID. I just had somebody on here that didn't have COVID. You're very lucky. Now but I will tell you something. I had COVID last year, and we had it not horribly, but we were all sick, and I was down, and none of us in our family, knock on wood, have gotten everything. And we have been introduced. I actually was drinking a water bottle by accident at school, and I picked my water bottle up, and the kid goes, wait, that's mine. And I put it down. He had COVID, and I never caught it because I've already had it. I've got all my shots. So I think that I do know that they're coming out with the 4th around the mid-year and possibly the 5th this year. And they're just small boosters, but they're more, I think they're gearing towards, and this is what it feels like, towards the variants. So, okay. And I remember I said to you, and this was on 18, I invite you guys to look at my Facebook, that there would be a very common drug that would treat COVID. Well, ivermectin, I give that to my horses. So, and it's just a very simple and they've got the pills coming out. You're going to see there's going to be advances made. Okay. It's going to look up. You have to believe me. It has to. It's the age of Aquarius. There is no negativity. What's going on right now, you guys, is the fact that all the lies that have been told to us by our governments, by other people, but they're being revealed. So that they have to be gotten rid of, because you can't live on a lie anymore. It's the age of Aquarius. You can't live a lie. You have to live a pure life now. You have to be honest. You have to be forthright. You have to be kind. You have no choice. So that's what all this backlash is. So there you go. How's that? So with that said, go ahead. I don't know.
Yeah,
what do you think?
Panta has a question. Lana,
we got questions. So go ahead. Start asking.
Lana, on February 10th, I will have an exam. Do you have an idea how it will go?
It'll go pretty good. Panta, do you guys get percentages? Because I feel like you'd get like about between an 88 and a 90% on it. I don't know if does that make sense? I don't know what for because she's in India. Yep, so yeah, I told you I have friends all over. I always call you part of my fold, because I do have a lot watching me, several thousand at a time when I'm on. It's got to be over 1 million now, because if you're thinking about it, because I'm on the Instagram and Facebook.
A lot of people.
So yeah. So all right.
Penny Joe asks, "Hello, do you see me finding a new love in 2022? If so, do you have a time frame?"
There's somebody coming in April and May. I want to say you make your mind up. I don't know if you want him. I don't know why I say that, but I want to say that. Now, and also by the way, you guys, I don't need cards. I had somebody that asked me for a reading. Now, when I pull I do dailies. You watch my dailies, don't you, Kent?
I do.
Okay. And I pull the daily, and that's cards for you. I don't need cards, and I don't use cards, because I've been doing this for 25 years. And by the way, I'm getting my PhD. So did I tell you that?
Yeah, I still think you're
crazy.
You
think I'm crazy. Yeah. But now it only take a year, and it's all. I should go through a lot of it myself already. Psychic. So, well, I have to start over. I have to start over as my bachelor's and my master's and hey, I've got time. I'm retired.
You're retired now. You don't have any time. You are insane.
No, I don't have. Hey, I'm a fire sign. Look,
right.
I can't sit. That's know.
Right. So. Brenda says, "Hi. When will my son get his own place to live?"
It's not going to be for a while. If he does this year, do you know? Say if it would be more like October and November. I feel like he's in no hurry to get out. So you know what? I got one of those too. She's 25 and she needs to get out now. I know. But they're lucky because I have an apartment. I have a 2-level house, and there's an actual apartment, and they've been in there. So they're trying though. They're gonna try. So yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Christopher Trevino asks, "Will I see any love interests soon?"
Are you online? Because I feel like there's a possible ability of somebody online for you. Okay. And it's coming more in March or so, but I feel that it's online though somehow. Okay.
Yeah.
Here on TikTok, should I move to Virginia? You're not moving to Virginia. You're moving someplace else. Not far from Virginia, more like South Carolina, North Carolina, or something like that. Okay.
One of the Carolinas.
Yep.
RAR, RAWRXD. Is my new job good for me?
How long you been there? Your new job? New? I don't feel like you're going to be there long. I think you're going to change. You might even get a promotion. I'm not sure, but I don't feel like it's going to be that horrid. But I feel like something better is going to come up. Okay.
There you go. And Iva, good friend, longtime listener, says, Lana, I reconnected with my old love, but I just found out his divorce is not final. So
Okay.
I paused. Will he finalize it this year?
Yes. Yes.
That's exciting.
Yep.
Here's a good one.
Okay.
Michael asks, Lana, do you think we will ever have a UFO disclosure from the government?
They already gave us one. They gave us one. Remember when they said that, yes, there are UFOs? Yes, I do say more would be coming. Yes. It's common knowledge. I'm sorry. I used to be like the biggest skeptic. You guys have to understand that my left brain and my right brain, sometimes my left brain goes, no, there's no way that's good. And then my right brain goes, well, why not? So I really do think that they've been communicating the whole time with UFOs.
Nice.
And I think that we're going to have evidence very, very soon. If within the next, I would say it's got to be, I kind of wonder if this next 4 years that I'm talking about has something to do with all that.
There you go.
With knowledge, and they're going to try to help the people, because you have to think about it. Everybody's always scared of the UFOs, and I don't think that they're
there's nothing to be scared
benevolent.
about. Yeah.
I don't think that they're nasty.
No.
And I think they're here to help.
Not a bunch of stormtroopers.
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay. Or eat people,
Highly advanced life forms, really.
So, yeah.
PT Chris 1 says, will my family move to a new house?
About 1.5 years. Okay.
Beautiful. Emma, go ahead. You got one on TikTok.
Yeah, I got one on TikTok. When will I awaken, and what are my gifts? We're all in a collective awakening. That's why I'm teaching a class on Get Clatch. You're going to hear more information next week about it. I'm going to be offering maneuvering your spiritual awakening, because I've been through it. And if you think that you only have one, guess again. And you think that you're completely better too, and all of a sudden I'm awakened, and then you go backwards a little. So like I lost my crap. I'll be nice. I lost my crap on somebody this week, and it was all because I play tennis, and I know I'm not in shape. I try. I mean, I've got Hashimoto's. What do you want? Anyway, they kicked. It was a fun skill and drill group, so it's for fun, and they kicked me out. And I'm like, well, what'd you kick me out for? And they're like, well, we're afraid you'll get hurt. I'm like, I'll get hurt. I taught one of the poorest schools in Illinois, and I took a handgun from a kid. I raised 1,200-pound animals. You really think, what it was is they were judging me. I have some weight on me. I know exactly what the game is playing. So, if you think, though, anyway, that you are going to be completely perfect, you're human. It's just, even though you're awakening, and I kept going, well, my temper's so much better. And it is a little bit. I came in cranky this morning, but it's not. You go back, and it's hard. It's something that I've put into my own chart to learn. There's a reason I was born a fire sign, because fire signs have tempers, and it's something that I have to learn to control.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. Emma says, is working in mental health the correct career path for me, or should I look to change careers?
I don't think you're going to stay in that. I think you're going to get compassion fatigue. If you guys don't know what compassion fatigue is, it's like you just worn out, because all you do is help people, and it wears on you, and it almost becomes like a PTSD. I feel like you're going to go a slightly different route that's a little bit better keeled for you. Okay. All right. Is my husband's high blood pressure endocrine related? It is a little bit. Yes, I do. I was just gonna say, please check his thyroid. There's something weird there. Check that. Okay.
There you go. Liz says, hi, Lana. Do you see anything about me moving to another state within the next year?
Yes. Is it Arizona? Is it someplace warm? It seems like it's warm. Okay. California, Arizona, kind of like with trees, like palm trees, or
Yep.
I don't know, warm. It's warm and yeah. Okay.
Our good friend Ida from the Netherlands.
Hi, Ida.
She says in February I'll have blood tests to see if my baby has any chromosomal
She's
abnormalities. I am so stressed out. Is my baby healthy, and will the test result be good?
You're fine. Very, very intelligent, very, very sensitive, coming in, very much like a crystal child. If you guys don't know what a crystal child is, it's the generation coming in. They're very sensitive. That's why we always think that they're all a bunch of big babies, you know, because Generation X, I mean, we were treated roughly, you know what I'm saying? And they were just like, we were left to the wolves. I mean, but this generation coming in is very sensitive, very intuitive. They're just different, and it's okay, but they're coming in because of the age of Aquarius. So okay.
There you go.
Um
And Panta says, yeah, on February 10th, I have a driving exam. It's so difficult here in Holland, very different than the US.
yes, I heard that. I've had a lot of people that because I talk all over the world, and the things that they tell me, like, you'd think we assume a lot, you know, here in the United States, and everything's very linear, though. You know how we think that, this is that, and it's very similar. No matter where you go, a lot of the stuff is similar. It really truly is. Okay. It's even the way the government does things. Now, like places like Germany, they get more free time, they get more downtime, they get more of that, but a lot of the things are still the same. Okay. And after talking to so many people, it is very similar. Okay. So, all right. So hold on. I'm trying to, you guys, I'm okay. Should I have to move in with my son? Should I move in with your son? Yes. Jingle. You're going to. I feel like it would be actually a good move. I feel like you're lonely. And it actually would be, yeah, at times you'll be a little stressed because there's a lot of activity in his house, or activity there. Okay. All right.
Our good friend May, M-E-I.
May.
Yep,
Okay.
May. I
Yep.
will renew my work contract in February. Will I get the salary I want?
Yes. I think you might even get a little bit more. Not a whole lot, but a little bit.
Nice.
So anything helps, right?
Yeah, nice.
All right. Will my husband be coming in this year? Oh, the person you're going to get married to? So you guys have to be, when the way you
Little
ask
more
the
specific.
question, you have to be very specific. I probably got 1 million people watching. So will the guy that I'm going to marry come this year? Do you see how I'm saying? That way I understand your question. Because you remember, I've got stuff, my guides are talking to me a lot of times. A lot of times I feel stuff too. But and by the way, when you do call me for a reading, I don't need cards. I had somebody ask me that, and I said, no, I don't need them, because I've done this for so long. I don't need the cards. The cards are for you, so you can see. Okay. But and also, I am doing those yearly month to month, so that you understand. If you're on here, my next person is Peter. It takes me all day to do one of those. Like, it takes me 8 hours. You guys are getting a really super good deal. I probably should be charging more.
Yeah.
But it's a year, month to month. I lay 12 different spreads, and then you also get numerology. You get your own personal number, and I look at your astrology a little bit. So I have a snapshot of you. And it takes me, like, I write a couple pages of notes to myself, impressions, and sometimes people come through because I'm a medium. So if you want to, I'm caught up now. So be prepared you can go to enchantedSky.com, www.enchantedSky.com, book one. And the time that it says is the time that I do them. So you can, if I just got done doing some and they were booked on the 4th. Well, I got backed up because these take a lot of time and energy. And so if it looks like I'm supposed to meet with you, it's not. It's GoDaddy screws up. So, okay. So a couple more questions, guys.
Yep. Kelly Jess Furman says, will I be moving this year?
Yes. Are you in an apartment now? Get back to me if you're in an apartment. Okay. Because it seems like it's something to do with an apartment. I don't know if you're going from apartment to apartment or apartment to a house, but there's an apartment involved.
And
okay.
Anna, the answer was yes. That'll be finalized this year. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
She didn't hear real well. So.
Oh, okay. Then that's okay. All right. Couple more questions, you guys.
That's it. Of course. Let's see.
Oh, Tori, I would, Tori.
Evelyn.
hold on.
Yeah.
It says Tori. Tori, what you need to do is schedule an appointment. I'll look at your astrology. I can tell you what's going to be, if it will work. Now, remember, I'm cheap. You guys, I really am, because there's one question is $20, but I can go into depth for it. And 15 minutes at 35, and whatever you fit, what questions you fit in. Then I go to a half an hour, 65.
It's well worth it.
And then an hour is 90. But man, I get so, and if you've never seen me before, I have so many messages from family members that have passed that I start rambling and I start talking, trying to get it all in. So take a look at that, enchantedSky.com.
All right, here is
Two more questions.
here we go. Evelyn De La Cruz. Will I be able to open up a business abroad in 2024?
Yes, Evelyn. Evelyn, I did a reading for you. I just did your yearly. I remember. And you have something, if I remember right. See, I got a pretty good memory with this stuff. You have something significant coming in the end of the year. And I believe it was a One of Pentacles. Now, for those, I do lay tarot cards. Okay, so that you know. All right, one more question.
Christopher asks, should I move out of living with my friend Smiley?
I don't think you're going to be able to for a while. You won't be, if you keep saving, you'll get out by August or so. Okay. One more question. Meredith, will I make it through my surgery? You're going to be fine. Actually, you needed the surgery and you're going to feel a whole lot better. Okay.
All right, everybody. That's going to put a wrap on
Bye,
this episode of the Metaphysical Meanderings with Master Psychic Lana Duncan-Hartgraves. Check her out, www.enchantedSky.com. All of her links to all of her social links. Follow her, like her, subscribe. TikTok, out there on YouTube, the whole works. You will be pleasantly surprised and appreciative. Thanks, Lana. Have a great weekend, everybody.
All righty. I forgot.